Shalom and welcome. This week's Torah portion is actually a double portion at the very end of the book of Numbers of Bamidbar. The portions are Masei, Matot, and Masei. And there's a lot of stuff in here. We have a travel log that chronicles the journeys of the Israelites through the wilderness. We have a war in which a number of people get killed, the people of Matot, the Midianite kings, there's 5 of them, and Bilam is a name we've heard often in the book of Numbers, also gets killed. We have the actual death of Moses, which is very, very interesting because we have another book of the Torah left to go, the book of Deuteronomy, of Devarim, at the end of which we also have a scene with the death of Moses. So this is a very interesting thing. And we have a section about vows. Now we've seen these laws of vows before. Perhaps they're reiterated here because the people that are listening to these laws did not hear them firsthand before. And among the laws having to do with the vows are laws that say once you make a vow, you take a vow in God's name to do something, you're obligated to do it. And therein lies a story. You're obligated, but perhaps not under every single possible occurrence in the universe are you obligated. But as I say, therein lies a story. So there were these 2 chassids, students of the Baal Shem Tov, and they were close friends, and they studied together all the time. And as they got older, they made a vow to each other that whichever of them died first would come back to the other in a dream and tell him all about what was happening in heaven. As time went on and they grew older, ultimately one of them did die. And true to the vow, he appeared to his friend in a dream. And he was saying to his friend, it's wonderful here that they study Torah a lot. It's wonderful. But these righteous men that are studying Torah, they're not including me in their Torah study. Well, if they're not including you in the Torah study, perhaps you should ask the Baal Shem Tov for advice. So the first chassid then appears to the Baal Shem Tov in a dream. Hey, Rebbe, I'm in heaven and they study Torah but they ignore me. It's like I don't exist. Well, what is being studied? Well, Rebbe, they're studying a portion of the Holy Zohar. In that portion of the Zohar, there's a very confusing item. I will explain it to you, and then when no one there can expound upon this particular section, you will be able to give them this knowledge. Oh, thank you, Rebbe, thank you. The next night, in a dream, again the chassid appears to the Rebbe. Rebbe, I told them the teaching, and they were so grateful to have your teaching, but then they went back to ignoring me, and I don't know what to do. Well, the only thing left for you to do is keep asking and keep asking until they explain what the problem is. So the chassid went back, and he's in heaven, And he's approaching these men who are studying, and he keeps approaching them. And he keeps at it, and he keeps at it, and he keeps at it, until finally it's explained to him. You have a vow with your friend, which is tying you to the life on earth. And you cannot participate with us fully here until you sever this connection. So you must break the vow with your friend. And that Hesed did so, and he joined the heavenly Torah study. And that is the story. And so we can see from this story that there are some circumstances where a vow must be broken. Perhaps not in the world that we live in, but once we die, that connection has to be broken so that the living can get on with their lives, and those that have gone on to the next world can fully engage in the next world. So, as I said before, these Torah portions are the end of the book of Bamidbar, book of Numbers. And it's traditional when we come to the end of a book of the Torah, we say, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. We should be strong and be strong, and we should gather strength from each other.